Hi ho, guys and girls, welcome back to the Den of Tools. Well, still working from home edition, but it is Monday, December 18th. Got to double check the date, which means this is the last Deals of the Week before Christmas. Getting the voice back, feeling a little bit better each and every week. We're getting back on, so let's jump into the deals because we got some hot ones for you. In fact, we got a ton of hot deals, so grab some popcorn, sit down, get ready, take some notes. Let's go through it. First up, I gotta say, big Merry Christmas to was it Autovox? I keep wanting to call them Audiovox. Back in the day, if you're my age, you know who Audiovox was. Anyway, Autovox. This is one of my favorite car gadgets. If you guys haven't seen this yet, this is a backup camera for your car that's solar powered and wireless. So no having to wire things like to your backup, your backup lights or to other lights and stuff, or run it all the way to the front or any of that stuff. You just bolt it right to where your license plate bolts are, and you take the other one, the front part, and you plug it in your cigarette lighter, and you're good to go. That's it. You're done. It's a 5-minute install. I got a whole video on this thing. If you've got an older car that doesn't have a backup camera, this will get you that. It works on a ton of stuff. It is fan-frickin-tastic. I love it. But they also got another one here, the Autovox C2. This is a serious higher end. It costs less because it doesn't have the whole solar kind of stuff in it, but it does. It's got a better picture. It's got better resolution. The whole 9 yards there, and it's $90. All right. Now the other one, the first one is $150, but don't forget there's that $35 off coupon right there that's going to knock the price on this way down. So take a look. If you don't have a backup camera and you're like, I don't need, trust me, I've been driving cars since I was 14. I'm in my mid 50s. Having a backup camera it's different, man. I got 2 backup cameras on my truck. I got one that's up above the bed and one down on the hitch on the back, and I've got 5 mirrors. I can see everything when I'm backing up, and that just makes, when I'm out here in Montana, not as big an issue. When I'm in one of the bigger cities, it's a huge issue. All right, I wouldn't drive a vehicle without one anymore. Let's see. I almost skipped it there. Wild Badger. For those of you who still, running off the Dino juice and you still like that kind of stuff, Wild Badger's got a great little budget system here. Look at this. So you got the 26cc engine here attached to a weed whacker, but that's a multi-head system, and it comes with the other heads. So for that $183.30, you're getting the weed whacker, then you get the pole saw attachment, you get the hedger attachment, and you have the disc for really cutting down like the small trees and stuff like that over there. So you've got 4 different tools in one for 183, running on your petrol there for those of you who are still stuck on gas. I'm a big electric guy, but I'm trying to be open and help you folks out. One day you'll get into the modern age, probably. All right, Fiskars. I know it's middle of winter, and you're like, what do I care about dandelions and stuff like this? Because come spring, it's not going to be on sale like this. I got to tell you, about 5 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, when we first started coming up here a lot. All right, now we used to come up here every so often, but we started spending like the entire summers up here about 5 years ago. And we had a real issue with dandelions. And it was really frustrating. And we tried picking them and pulling them. The kids did it the first year, and they came back like nobody's business the second year. It was terrible. In fact, I think there was more. And I went and I bought this thing. And I got to tell you, this thing, first of all, it makes it way easier. Just super easy. You just stab it in the ground, plant your foot on that little bar, and you lever it, and it just pulls the whole thing out. We have no dandelions now. They're gone. They're completely gone from our yard. My neighbor didn't believe me. I lent it to him. He did his yards. No more dandelions. Just gone. It's insane. For $27. I think we paid like close to $40 for it when we bought ours. Of course, we bought it in the middle of spring when everyone else is trying to buy one. And I think I got the last one in stock. I can't say enough about this. I'm absolutely in love with it. Check it out. I stand behind this one. And we're not sponsored in any way by this, but oh my gosh, I love that tool. And Fiskars makes a lot of stuff that I find a little bit gimmicky and stuff, but that one, and their loppers, my wife bought the loppers. She really likes those. Klein, good, solid, cow-high work gloves. Just basic work gloves from Klein, a company you can trust there. $21.43, lowest price in 30 days on that one. We got some Craftsman power tools. This is the base entry-level kind of stuff. But I want you to don't buy these just yet, okay? Craftsman makes some decent stuff. I think the brush stuff is a little underpowered. I prefer the brushless, but you know what? I have a ton of tools. I'm kind of lucky in that regard. So, I get some people are on the budget and stuff, but $89 is going to get you the combo: the drill driver, the impact, two batteries, and a charger. Not bad for $90, honestly. But hold off because we got a lot of combo kits here because just a ton of stuff on sale. Now, Black & Decker. I've been talking about this one. You won't find me recommending much from Black & Decker. But this thing, the Matrix system, for you're on a budget, maybe you got something for a mobile home, for an RV, for a sailboat, something you need portable, you need all your tools. Look at this. The core of this is the drill, and the head of the drill, there, you can see the body. The head comes off, and you've got, don't ask me why it's in Spanish. It's in Spanish. You got an impact driver, you got a drill driver with chuck, you got a router. Kid you not, a router. A recip saw, it's a jigsaw actually, a sander, and a multi-tool with toolless blade change. All of that, was at 6 tools for $129 with the battery, with some other little bits and stuff, and the case there for $129. That is a ridiculous price. First of all, I have one of these. They're a great kind of like, I need to go. I don't know what tool I'm going to need. Or I need to loan. Neighbors need to borrow some tools. There you go, kind of stuff. Anyway, but check this out. I don't know where these guys came from. I can't even pronounce the name. Is that Kua? That was Kung Fu as a Kua, like ADHD or whatever, dyslexia. That's it. Just kicking in. KU. I can't pronounce the name. Anyway, it looks like it's the same thing. But look, you're getting a drill driver, an impact, the sander. So you're getting 3 tools here for $60. I don't know if you're already in the whatchamacallit system here. Let me see. Let me go over here and look at this. We gotta look. It looks really similar. I don't know if they're adaptable. You have to do some research on that. But for $60, and there's a 10% off coupon, that's gonna knock $6.10 off of that. So you're below $60, $54 or so. That's a nice deal right there. All right, let's keep going here. This blew me away. So mini chainsaws. Everyone's talking about the mini chainsaws. And WorkPro, they're a friend of the channel, and we've worked with them in the past and stuff. I saw this, and I'm like, okay, I like the WorkPro 12 volt. I have some WorkPro 12 volt. It's okay, but I always find a lot of the WorkPro stuff to be, the power tools at least, to be a little pricier than I feel that they should be. I see this, $90, $10 off coupon, $80. $80 for a mini chainsaw is still a little bit pricey, but wait, it's not just a mini chainsaw. It is a mini chainsaw, a belt detail sander, and a small blower. For was it $80? That's insane. That is a great combo kit. Because I love the little detail finger sanders. All right, and if you can't tell what I'm talking about here, it's this little belt sander attachment goes on it and gives you a detail sander. You get the mini chainsaw, and you got the blower. You got the chains. You got look at all the belts they send with you. You got a bunch of different nozzles that go with it. You got 2 batteries and a charger. This is, I don't know if I'd be doing that with a fig anyway. And the blower. And you know what? Blowing out keyboards, that's a big thing for me. I'm always getting crud on my keyboards and dust and whatnot. Anyway, that just seems like a ridiculous deal. If you've got one of these, comment down below. I want to hear back from you because the WorkPro stuff I've gotten is great. It just, I always think it's a little bit pricey, but for 3 tools in one with the bag and all the accessories, I know I'm going on and on about this. I'll keep going. Talk about a deal. Metabo HPT. Now remember, this is the old Hitachi. That's what the HPT stands for. Hitachi Power Tool. They got bought by Metabo, or they merged some kind of, the corporate kind of level thing. You never know what really happened there. So Metabo HPT, 18 volt, cordless, brushless. Both of these are brushless. So you're getting a brushless drill, a brushless impact, 2 batteries, the charger, and the bag for $120. Now remember, Metabo HPT has lifetime warranty. Now their lifetime warranty is a little different. It's not like as long as you own it. Their version of it is, as long as we make this tool, we will cover it. So as long as they're making this version, it's under warranty. So that's a pretty good deal there for, for $120, 2 professional grade. Look at metal chuck. These are good tools. They are solid tools. In fact, we did a whole review of every single drill driver out there, and the Metabo HPT won the best value of any kind of drill driver out there. For $120, geez. All right, Skill. You know, I'm a huge fan of Skill. So this is their 12 volt line. Skill 12 volt. All of them are brushless. Everything in the Skill 12 volt line is brushless. So you got a brushless impact with the ring light, which I love. Brushless drill there with the full metal chuck. You got a brushless multi-tool in a 12 volt, small, compact, gets in all the places. That's fantastic. We got a brushless flashlight, and I double checked. Is it? It is. We're confirmed on this. The speaker is brushless as well. You get 2 batteries and the charger, some multi-tool blades and sanders and stuff. That's a fantastic. I am a kind of a fan bear when it comes to the Skill 12 volt stuff. Not sponsored by them. They've never sent me anything. Have they? Wait, I take it back. They sent me the ratchet. I think, not sure if the ratchet's 20 volt. The ratchet might be 20 volt. I don't use it much, honestly. I have the Hercules 12 volt ratchets with the long necks on them, and I prefer those. Anyway, $143. It's a great deal. 5-year warranty, made by Shervon. Shervon's the same people who own Skill Saw, who make Cobalt. They make the Master Force at Menards. They make the Flex tools. They make a lot of stuff. All right, let's keep going. Top Don, Top Don, another friend of the family here, a friend of the channel. Anyway, they sent me some Christmas gifts. Here's how you buy me off, all right? People are like, oh, all these YouTubers are all bought off. Here's what they sent me for Christmas. Kid you not. They sent me, let me get the name up here so it's showing, a Top Don bath towel. It's one of these, like, hotel-style bath towels. It's a nice bath towel. Don't be wrong. But they sent me one. What am I going to do with one towel? One bath towel. I mean, like, send me a set with some hand towels and some washcloths. I mean, it's not a bad towel, but it's hilarious. I got this bag, and I'm like, oh, this would be cool. Let's see what's in the bag. And it's a bath towel. I don't get it. Anyway. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see what's going on. Anyway, Top Don, bidirectional scan tool. Bidirectional, of course, remember, bidirectional means you can talk to and back. You can tell the car, hey, do this, do that. I have a video where I'm like activating the power windows, and you can see the power windows go up and down without pressing the button. And this lets you do diagnostics to figure out where the problem is on stuff. $325. List price on this is $459. It's $325.89 right now. And it's got a $23 off coupon. This is barely over $300 for a professional grade scan tool, and it's coming in. And now it's a limited time deal. 3 hours 44 minutes. By the time this all gets uploaded, you'll probably have like an hour and a half. So you're gonna have to jump on this quick. Top Don makes some. They're one of the top players when it comes to professional grade scan tools. This is not the top tier. This is like, the guy who owns his own shop around the corner kind of stuff, all right? This is definitely budget pro level. But if you're a budget pro or a prosumer and you want to get to that next level of diagnostics and have a bidirectional scanner, can't recommend this one enough. All right, of course, the jump. If you don't have a jump pack in your truck or your car, you're missing out, dude. They're so easy to use. And 9 times out of 10, you're helping some other person out of a ditch or something with it. Not out of a ditch, but you know what I mean. You're helping them out of a bad spot. And so many times I've helped people who were like, we came out of church one day and this older couple was having problems with the car. I was able to jumpstart them like that. I came out of CVS. I was down in Vegas, and this couple had a truck, and they couldn't. He brought his truck over. Her truck was dead, or maybe it was reversed. His truck was dead. She brought her truck over, but the latch was damaged on her truck. They had jumper cables. They could get the other truck open. No other vehicle needed. You just plug one of these in. You want to help somebody out? You know what I hate plugging my vehicle into somebody else's vehicle, and I don't know how it's all set up, and I don't know if it's going to do something nasty to I don't have to worry about it. Plug one of these in. The JS2000 will jump start almost anything. It's $85. It's a $15 off coupon. It's $70. $70. Comes with the case. Okay, but personally, in my vehicle, or my vehicles, I should say, in all of my vehicles, I have the JS3000. It will literally jumpstart about anything. Up to a 9-liter gas, 7-liter diesel. I run a 6.7-liter diesel, so overkill is underrated, right? So I don't want to get just there at the very margins kind of stuff. $135.95, down from a list price of $229. This thing is it's an absolute beast, and it jump starts everything. It's built like a tank. It's got a flashlight built into it. You can also use it as a battery pack. You're going to some event or something, you need some additional power for your devices. Leave the cables and stuff in the car. Just take this little carrying strap with you. It works great. I love multi-use things, so that way I'm not buying one thing and having it sit there and just never get used. All right, let's talk bit drivers. If you have not upgraded and started using bit drivers, brother, you are missing out. This is the Lexivon set here, which is a great kind of budget to prosumer kind of level. They make decent stuff at a decent price. $38, 32 piece SAE in metric here. You got hex bits. You got everything here. Look at all the way down to 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 19. And then you got all your 3/4 all the way down to 5/64 in a great solid case. You got everything. Nice spot. If something's missing, you can look right at it. You know there's an empty spot. You know to go looking for it. It's probably still on your ratchet or something. You got to start using bit drivers. They just changed the game. For $38, that is a fantastic set. Now, Bond. Now, this is a new company. Probably one of these ones that are just, OEMing. They're buying it from somebody else. They're putting their name on it, reselling it. But if you're looking for a good, basic, half-inch, 3/8 quarter, look at this. Just a good, basic impact driver set on a budget. Because trying to find a full set like this, you got deeps all the way for everything. And you got some extensions here on top of it for $64. List price is $85 with a nice little case there. That's a decent system there. You might want to consider it, all right? Now, if you want to be serious, we always call them like the one and done kind of thing here. This is the Gear Wrench 209 piece. There is no fat on this. No fillers. No box of Allen wrenches. No box of little bit drivers with your bit screwdriver. This is all meat, no fat, 209 piece professional grade tool truck equivalent socket set here for $551. List price $700. It ain't cheap, but if you're trying to get serious and fill out, basically, you got a toolbox that needs to get filled. You got a bunch of mismatched stuff, and you're like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna set this as a backup, give it to my son, sell it in a garage sale. I don't care, and then buy this, and you will have a straight master set of everything you need. This, and look at, you got 6-point sockets there across the board. You got all the extensions. Gear Wrench, of course, stands behind what they make. They're one of the largest hand tool manufacturers in the world. I can't say enough about them. I love the Gear Wrench stuff. Not all their stuff is great. This is definitely one of their better sets. All right, speaking of somebody who makes fantastic stuff, Estwing. I'm a huge Estwing fan bear. The 8-pound hard face sledgehammer with hickory handle. Yes, I admit it. I am pro hickory. Sue me. I think all handles should be wood and all wood should be hickory when it comes to handles. $47.78. I know people there's indestructible, impact resistant. Yeah. When it comes to stuff like this, I want a hickory handle. It's just the way it is. I want American made when it comes to it, just the way it is. And honestly, I'm not even sure if this one is. Most of their stuff is made in the U.S. I'm not sure if this one is. It might be. Usually it pops out and jumps out and says made in America, but this one might not be. I'm not seeing Helpline, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it looks like this one isn't. But anyway, most of their stuff is. They're a great company. I love supporting them. Normally $56, down to $47.78. Let's go down in the comments. The comments usually, or sometimes it says down here in the package materials and stuff where it was made. India, country of origin is India. But I got to tell you what, Estwing doesn't sell junk. That's the one thing about it, is they don't. So I'm always happy to buy from them. DeWalt over here, check this out. 5 amp hour power stack. If you've been looking at the power stack batteries, you know how much these things cost. $95. That's cheap. That would be cheap for a regular 5 amp hour battery, much less a power stack, much less with a charger. Ridiculous price on this. List price is $289. They're not lying about this. Here's the catch. It ships from Amazon, so it's stocked at Amazon, so you know you're going to get it, but it's sold by Trade Evolution. That is not an authorized dealer. So if you have a problem with this battery, getting warranty is going to be hit or miss. But The Power Stack batteries have been kicking, you know what, and at $95, I might be willing to roll the bones on it. You're all adults, mostly, and you know what? I leave it up to you to make that decision. All right, Black & Decker portable workbench. I can remember back in the day when they sold these via infomercials late at night. And the Workmate 225, this is like the original portable adjustable workstation kind of thing. And I'll tell you what, the frame is all metal. It is not light, but it's solid and it holds something in place. And the whole board system there cranks down. You can close it up, use it as a work surface. A lot of people still swear by these things. $45. List price is almost $100 on that one. Let's keep going here. We got this one I will swear by. The Titan Swivel Head Micro Driver. This is a great little driver. I love these things. I have a couple of them. I toss them around. Look at the knurling on this. I love, I don't know what it is. I love knurling. I think all hand tools should have knurling on them. And it's got the great little swivel top on it. I think it's aluminum case there. It's anodized blue. It looks cool. They have some different ones. It's $16. Normally $20. Just trust me. Talk about stocking stuffer kind of thing. It arrives after Christmas, so it'd be post stocking stuffer. But still, the Civi. You've heard me talking about the Civi knives. I've got one around here. I showed it before. We just got this one. My son, my old son, who's sitting over here on his phone, has been trying to steal this from me constantly. It's the dog bone. I love this thing. This is a great little knife. We've used it for tons of stuff already. $34 on that pocket knife there, the Civi Praxis. I don't see how you go wrong for an EDC knife like that. Now, let's see what else we got. We got this one, the Orange Leak. This is a different company. All right. It's a generic brand. I don't know anything about it. I don't have one of these. It's $25. There's a 7% off coupon. I love the blade design. It's something I've really gotten into recently because you can use it kind of pencil-like to do some detail kind of stuff. Get in, work with electronics. Great little way. It's almost scalpel-like in the way it's designed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I really like the blade design. It's something I've really come into recently. Before, I thought they were kind of gimmicky and stuff. Like, what am I going to do? Try and shank somebody? But as a tool, and it's a flipper, it looks ultra slim. Looks like something I could get behind. The Citivan. Here's what I got to say about this. That name is unpronounceable. I don't know. This is another one I don't know a lot about, but it's part of Amazon's overstock. It's normally $35. It's on sale for $17.49. I have a soft spot for the cleaver style blades. They just look cool. I don't know what I would do with this, but it's a cool looking little cleaver style blade. Maybe a fun little EDC kind of knife. I don't know. For $17.50, I'd probably be willing to risk it if I was looking for something like this. All right, let's keep going. We got one last one at Amazon. I got to share this one. It's not exactly a tool, but great for heating up your shop. I have one of these. We use it for heating our basement where our water line comes in. Our house was built in 1887-ish. We don't have an exact date. It was built by the Northern Pacific Line. It was originally the blacksmith shop for the train yard. And as things went along, they didn't do things to code back then. So when they brought the water line in, they brought it in too shallow. And so we have to worry about freezing here. So I have one of these in our basement, and Govi's great because it connects right into my Wi-Fi. It's got a little night light on it, so I can turn the night light. I got a camera in that part of the basement also, so I can pull up my camera. I can see it. I can see the night lights on, so I know it's getting power. I can connect to it. I can pivot it to where I want. I can has a perfect thermostat on it. Has a little reminder that pops up, tells me when it turns itself off. For $103, I just did a thing with, get this, the New York Post reached out to me and wanted recommendations for shop heaters and stuff like that, for indoor electric heaters. So I gave them a list, and this was my number one go-to. It's my favorite heater. We've tried a lot of them. It works great. I love tower heaters. They're great because they put a lot of heat in a small footprint. And anyway, for $104, the list on this is $130, and get this, $38 off coupon when you click on it down here. So you've got a tower heater with nightlight, with full digital controls. You control via the app, and you can hook it up to I don't want to say her name. She who shall not be named. So I can walk in the room and go, hey, she who should not be named. I'm saying that so I don't set off your devices. Turn on the heat and set it to this, and it'll do it. I don't even need to pull out my phone for that. That's a lot for, what is that, 30, that's going to be sub 77, 62, $65. Anyway, math in my head is hard. All right, Tractor Supply. I love Tractor Supply, but they don't always have the regular price on some of their stuff. Most of their stuff is pretty high, but when the sales come in, they come in pretty good. This is a solid DIY homeowner chainsaw, 16 inches. You're not going to be, felling large trees and stuff, but for all the stuff around your house, all of that, this is a 60-volt chainsaw, equivalent to a 42cc chainsaw. This thing's got a ton of torque. It's got a nice solid battery. It's got a good ergonomics. It's a solid chainsaw, man. Greenworks makes a great chainsaw. For $150, if I was in need of one, I would definitely pick that one up. I got a couple chainsaws as it is, so. All right, I can't believe I'm saying this. For those of you who've been around the channel, you know I'm pissed at Craftsman when it comes to their toolboxes. They've gotten super cheap, as in like cheaply made, all right? But at $120, I'm willing to forgive a lot. Wood top, 4 drawer, my bad, 4 drawer. I've got the 5 drawer I use next to my desk. Excuse me. This is not going to hold 500 pounds in every drawer, okay? That's not what this thing's for. In fact, I wouldn't use it for something that I wheel around a lot. But as a basic little like under counter or standalone, you could also put a sander on it, use it like a workstation kind of thing for some of your power tools. Maybe a benchtop drill press, stuff like that. You could bolt to the top of that wood top. Normally $179, on sale for $120. Where else are you going to get a nice solid, semi-solid, a nice little drawer system like this for that price? These days, it's not a thing. Not anymore. That's it. I hate to say it, but I'd consider that one. All right, Cobalt. We're still, by the way, that was at Lowe's. We're still at Lowe's. We got the 250 piece metric polished chrome set, SEN metric, I should say. This is one of these cubes of tools that were popular. About 5 years ago, this started becoming a thing. They've kind of faded out in popularity over the last year or two, but this is still a solid set. It does have a good bit of filler. There's a bunch of bits. There's your Allen wrenches. There's some more bit sockets over there. But look at this. You get 3 ratchets with it. You get the screwdriver, bit drivers, they're usable. You get a good amount of wrenches. Look at that. A good amount of wrenches with it. A ton of sockets. The nice storage system. Nice, great little starter one and done system for $100. For $100, you're just getting started. Here's the full layout if you want to screenshot this. This is everything that comes with it. 3 ratchets, 44 shallows, 45 of the 12 point, 44 of the 6 point. Let's see here, you got 15 wrenches. Again, it's not a bad little set, okay? All right, let's keep going here. Still at Lowe's, DeWalt. This is, I gotta say, DeWalt has been killing it with the ratchets. The Atomic line, all this stuff, just absolutely killing it. And they came out with this thing, and I'm like, why has no one done this before? It's $239. That's $40 off a list. It's not cheap. This is a professional grade ratchet. The nice thing about this, it's a 20 volt. You get full power in a compact size. It's a multi-anvil ratchet. All right, so you're getting a 1/2 inch and 3/8 in one ratchet, which honestly is kind of nice. I said before, I got the Hercules. Well, I got the 3/8 and I got the 1/4 inch, and I'm constantly grabbing the wrong one. Well, with this, you're always grabbing the right one. You just have to change the bit on it. Anyway, I might have to put a piece of tape or something on the 1/4 inch so I stop grabbing it all the time. Anyway, they have fantastic ratchets. I said before, they're some of the best, if not the best, in the market right now. And that one right there is just an absolute gem at $239. All right, Ego. Now, I said a lot about Greenworks, but Ego is the Cadillac outdoor power equipment. And I say it again, Cadillac outdoor power equipment, they have thought of everything, and they have a power system that delivers all the power, 56 volts in a great handhold, not super heavy kind of tool. This is 18 inch. This is when you start getting into big boy chainsaws. 18-inch and higher is where you're talking about, okay, I can actually take down real trees with this. Not that you have to. You can still use it because it's light enough, easy enough to control. You can use it around the house and stuff like that. And of course, the Ego battery works with the entire Ego system. All right, everything in the Ego line uses the 56-volt battery. And this is going to get you a 5 amp hour battery with a charger, with the chainsaw. All of that, you're getting everything here for, I forgot, it's going to make me add it to cart because it's not going to show me the price here because it's too low. Can't show you to $319. Now you're thinking that's a lot of money. Well, this is the top of the line when it comes to homeowner outdoor power equipment, and you're going to pay for it. That 5 amp hour battery alone, sold by itself, is $250. That is a ridiculous system here. Now, this is one that I have. I have the Cobalt here. This is a 24 volt, so it uses the same regular hand tool stuff. Battery powered leaf blower at, what is it? It's 500 CFM. This is a low end leaf blower. Not low end quality. It's got good solid build quality. Just power wise, it's not going to move a giant stack of wet leaves with snow on top. That's not going to happen. All right, this I always rate them by hurricanes. This is like a class 1 hurricane or a large tropical storm. All right, grass clippings, dry leaves, blow drying the dog or your car. This is great for that. All right, the other stuff, you're gonna have to step up for around the house. Not bad for $100. You're getting the battery, the charger, and the tool, and that battery works with all their 24 volt tools, such as the Cobalt XTR. Okay, there's the base Cobalt line, and then there's the XTR. The XTR is like the angry Cobalt line. It is all the power. At this point, you are talking like it's getting close to Milwaukee and the upper level professional. This is the value pro kind of line. We talk about it. There's entry level, there's DIY, prosumer. You jump over to professional, and between prosumer and professional is the value pro. It's a little bit better than prosumer. It's of the level of a professional, but it's a little bit cheaper, and it's more the case of, it may not be completely indestructible, but if you take care of your tools, it's going to last just as long. And and Cobalt comes with a 5-year warranty. It's just a ridiculously powerful tool. This also comes with the upgraded Cobalt 24 Max battery, ultimate output battery with that. And those batteries are interchangeable with the other Cobalt stuff. So $129, that's $40 off. And let's talk about some toolboxes, all right? Right now, Lowe's is killing it with toolboxes. The Craftsman VersaStack, I'm a huge, if you're on a budget and you want the ultimate system that's got an absolute ton of add-ons, that's been around for years, that's compatible also with the DeWalt T-Stack and has adapter plates to work with other systems, $98 for the tower system. I have a ton of VersaStack and T-Stack. You've seen it in a lot of my videos. I'm all in on this system, and I love it. Now, am I moving beyond it? Yes. My son's over here looking at me going, do I get it? Do I get it? We'll see, all right? The other system there, they have the Cobalt system. Some people like it. For me, it's not a big enough system. At $169, don't get me wrong. It's a well-built system. There's just not enough add-ons there for it, other boxes and stuff. But the system that I am all in on right now is Tough Built. Now, full disclosure, they sent me this system. And full disclosure, Craftsman has sent me. They sent me their VersaStack Pro or whatever it is. Not the Pro Stack, I think it's called. Which is a great system. But once I got my paws on Tough Built, and yes, I've seen the Milwaukee pack-out system. I've seen the pack-out system, and it's great. The Tough Built system, to me, is just the best design, best built system that's out there. You can get their basic tower system here. Now, they're doing a buy more, save more. So it's you spend this much, you get this much off. You spend that much, you get this much off. You spend that much, you get this much off. So you have to buy them separately. But there's the base. There's the middle. There's the top. I'll put links to everything down below. I got a full video review on Tough Built, on the Stack Tech system there, and all the new stuff they're coming out with next spring. They're going to have drawer systems, even like something that nobody else is doing. They're going to have, let me come here, they're going to have this box in a drawer system. So I don't have to take every single box. I'll have a stack 5-6 feet high, and I got to tear it all down to get to what's in that bottom box. No more once that one comes out. I grab it, I pull it out, and I got instant access to it. Why haven't everyone been doing this before? Oh, wait, all the people in Europe have been doing it. All right, let's keep going here. We're over at Home Depot. Rigid, if everyone, there's always a ton of people every year waiting for the pancake compressor with the 3 air guns. Well, here it is, $179, not quite as cheap as it has been in previous years. Still, it's a great system there. 6-gallon with a brad nailer, a straight nailer, and a finished stapler there, and the air hose. All of it for $180. Also, we've got, let's see here, there we go. We got just the compressor itself for $90. That's not a bad deal. Rigid pancake compressor there for $90. Ryobi, check this out. A 2 amp hour and 2 4 amp hour with a dual charger. That's the real real one right there. This is a Cinderella deal. Ends in 10 hours. $120. Let me make sure the other ones weren't Cinderella deals. Oh, they are. I missed that before. 10 hours, 51 minutes. 10 hours, 51 minutes. All these Cinderella deals. Oh, they're all in at midnight. Remember, if you can't make it to the store, you can still order online for most of these deals. How about this? I love the 12-volt system from Milwaukee. Now, it's not the high-end fuel, but still, you're getting a drill driver, you're getting impact, you get the one-hand recip, you get the ratchet, you get the flashlight, you get the battery, the charger, and the bag. All of that. List price, this is half off, 50% off. It's $200, $199. I'm a huge fan of the 12-volt line from Milwaukee. It is, I think, one of the better lines out there. 5-year warranty. That's a great tool line right there. All right, let's keep going. We also have, I went the wrong way there. Oh my gosh, put it in reverse. There we go. Sortmaster from Stanley. Yes, I know we all are looking for the DeWalt one that comes out that was like $10. It came out a little bit high, but here's the Stanley version, a little bit smaller, clips together as a stack system for $8, $7.88. Might want to consider that one. All right, over at Woot. Now, Woot is an Amazon's their deal of the day site. They are blowing out DeWalt. There's just too much to list. I'll scroll through it. You can pause and take a look at them. See if there's something there that jumps out at you. Of course, I'll have a link to the full page there, and you can take a look at it and see. I mean, there's just too much to talk about. They got tons of. Look at Stack Tech 2 batteries there for $129. Another one for $61. We got a ton, and again, there's too much. They got the socks, the DeWalt socks. If you don't know DeWalt's got a sock system, they do. I know and there's a bunch of sold out stuff, so you're gonna have to jump on this before it all goes. If you're in the black and yellow, this is a great way to add to that. Over at CPO, still talking black and yellow. Look at this. Buy one of these battery kits, get a free tool. So you choose what battery kit you want. It's the same price, either the 2 5 amp hour with the charger in the bag or the 2 Stack Tech 5 amp hour batteries there. So you just select which one you want, come here and you select it, and then you come down here and you select your free tool, and they got some nice free tools going on here. Look at this. They got a ton of stuff here. The multi tool would be that'd be an awesome choice. It's brushless. What do we got here? The impact wrench, impact driver, the circ saw, the recip. This is a solid recip saw, man. You might want to consider that one too. All right. And then we're over at Menards. If you don't know what Menards is, I feel for you. If you don't have a Menards in your area, I would say it's about half of the population of the United States has, maybe a third to a half of the population is covered by Menards. They start in like Wisconsin or the Chicago area essentially, and go down and out from there. They have not made it out here. I think the furthest they've made is like Casper, Wyoming. Not quite into Montana. Menards, you listening? Montana. I'm okay with Billings. I would love Bozeman. Let's do Bozeman. If we can, do Bozeman. But I will accept Billings. That said, this is the DeWalt 15 amp, 0 rear clearance, aka like the Bosch Glide. Like that. This is the 10 inch, normally $300. Between the sale price and the mail-in rebate, $250. Menards has some fantastic deals I'm super jealous about that we don't get to take part in. But for those of you who do, here's your Menards deal of the week. Good grief. All right, Acme Tools has got the pack-out 3-piece toolkit for $300. Now, there is a promotion. You buy stuff and you save more money and stuff like that. But there you go. Anyway. Let's talk about, okay, we got some generators here for you. Champion Power Equipment, 66250 open frame generator. Winter is upon us. It's here. It is going to start getting cold, and winter storms are no joke. Don't be without power this winter. Now, granted, this isn't the super quiet one, but it is the inverter, so it runs a little bit quieter, and it gets you that pure sine wave power. All right, that's a lot of power for not much money. $526. That's a good deal. Champion is a great product. They stand behind it. All right, let's keep going here. We've got EcoFlow. I'm a huge fan of EcoFlow. They're a friend of the channel. We've got a ton of their stuff. They sent me, where'd it go? They sent me a little camp light thing and a camping chair. And the camping chair is for midgets. It's adorable, but they did send me one. I just want to tell you that. Anyway, $179. It's a really nice camping chair, but only Griffin, our youngest, will fit in it. $179. This is a great, if you use a CPAP that's a low power CPAP, like mine has a water humidifier, so it draws a ton of power. But if you got your basic newer CPAPs that don't draw as much power, this will run it. Great for day camping, that kind of stuff. If you need a little bit more power, step up to the River 2 Pro. That's a good amount of power in a small box. It really is, and it's so well made. It uses the all the stuff I'm showing you uses the LifePo 4 batteries here. $429 on sale on that one. We got it with the solar panel. All right, the River 2 Max. Now it's not the Pro, it's the Max. So you're getting 512 watt hours out of this. LifePo 4 batteries. You're getting their top of the line solar panel that actually picks up power on the backside as well. And yes, a good amount of power. You're getting like 17% extra power coming through on the backside due to reflection and whatnot. 578 on that one. And we got this is the Delta 2. All right, LifePo 4 batteries here. 1,000 watt hours. Great home backup, portable power, just do all. You can have extension batteries plugged into it. You can plug solar into it. It's got a $330 coupon. So if you call it 1,000, that would be $650. $650 on this. That is a solid. This used to be my take everywhere generator, or not generator, power supply. Okay, used to be, and the only reason it isn't is because of form factor. It's a great system. Now Dobson, if you're on a budget, look at this. Maybe at $650, the other one's going to be hard to beat. You're looking at 1,200 watt. 940. It's not 9,000 watt hours. Anyway, 940 to 1,300 watt hours. The point is, this is typically our budget choice for power stations. It's a solid power station. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's not quite as nicely made as EcoFlow and some of the other stuff. But $598 is usually a good bang for the buck. But check this out. We got the Anker Solix. This is my go-to one now. Is it as good as the stuff that EcoFlow makes? No. I'm going to say that it isn't. It's not as solidly built. It doesn't have as good electronics. But it's close. And with the form factor and everything else, look at this. 2,400 watt hours. Or, sorry, 2,048 watt hours. 2,400 watt power supply. It's got the extending handle, and wheels, which I pretty much require now. Because it's so much easier to lug around and move places and stuff. It's got 4 110s. It's got the RV port. It's got it's got 5 USBs built into it. You can hook your phone up to it to control it. It's usable as a UPS. That's what I'm currently using mine as. It's hooked up to my desk, has all my computer and everything running into it at the shop because we lose power there all the time. Anytime the wind changes directions, like we get a quick little brownout. Well, this absorbs it. All right, and I keep working like nothing ever happened. Now $2,000, not cheap. $600 coupon. $600 coupon takes us down to $1,400. Carry the 5 times 0. All right, $1,400. That is it's my favorite one right now. It's easy with nice handles. It's easy to pick up and move around. It has a little rubber feet on it, so you can sit it in the upright position. It's got the handle. It's got everything. And Anker Solix is just killing it with all their tools. I have 2 videos on this thing. I like it so much that I know I'm going on and on about it. But anyway, that's just the way I feel about it. Anyway, there we go. That's your deals of the week. From my family to yours, I hope and I pray that you all have the most blessed Christmas. and that everything you wish for you and your family comes true. I wish you all happiness and health and prosperity. We feel truly blessed to have you all as part of our lives. Well, my family and I were just sitting around thinking about how much and all the things I've worked through and being a provider for my family and being in this position where, I've been sick pretty much on and off since September, and then it got really bad about 3 weeks ago, and I ended up going to the hospital, and I'm sitting here working from home and get to work and interact with you and provide great stuff for you all and get to provide for my family. And I just feel so blessed this holiday season. And I hope that we can share some of those blessings with you. We hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.